The battery for the Oelwein Huskies as we get underway.
Colin Nimrod will lead things off for Decorah here in the
opening pitch. 5:43.
Looks good for the 18th. So.
Okay, good. Well, yeah, he needs that tournament shit. I hate missing it.
Colin Nimrod hitting 400. 8 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 8 RBIs. Colin has hit safely in 20 games in a row this season, and 23 heading back to last season. Wade Michaels, the right-hander for Oelwein, is ready to go, and we get things going at 5:43. It's a pop-up down the right field line, angling into foul ground. Here's the right fielder, Brennan Ryan, who will make the catch. One down here in the first inning.
Brennan Ryan.
So one pitch, one out, and the batter will be Jake Hubden hitting .485. 5 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 14 RBIs. The Huskies defensively have Grant McMillan in left, Jared Latteberg in center, and Brendan Ryan in right. Sam Mayat at third, Austin Arndt at short. First pitch in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Kyle Wodrashka at second and Hud Johnston at first. Tony Rao behind the plate. And Wade Michaels on the hill. 0-1 delivery from Michaels. Misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hubden. The pitch, swinging a foul back. And Michaels ahead of Hubden. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cloudy, overcast, muggy night here in Oelwein. Good crowd on hand for the early start as the pitch swinging a foul at the plate as Troy Rao will head out and talk to Michaels, make sure they're both on the same page. Oelwein currently in second place in the conference at 5-4. New Hampton at 6-5. So Oelwein's just completed half their schedule. Decorah a little past the halfway point of the schedule. 2 balls and 1 strike, and the pitch swung on a ground ball towards short, angling to his left is Austin Arney. Bobbles, and Hubden is going to reach. An E6 allows Hubden to reach. Runner at first and 1 down here in the inning. And the batter will be Cole Sweska. Sweska up to a .407 average with 4 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 13 RBI. Hubden at first base as Sweska looks at a fastball up. 1 ball, no strikes, Hubden. 10 for 10 on the season. And a move to first base from Michaels will send a runner back to the bag. The pause by Michaels. Sweska, right-hand hitter, open stance. He'll look at a strike on the outside edge, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Hubden will lead at first, held on there by Johnston. He takes off with the 1-1 pitch, which is swung on and fouled back. Right side and out of play. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Likes to try the hit and run, but unfortunately Cole couldn't put it in play. The pause by Michaels and the 1-2 delivery, swing and a pop-up straight back foul and out of play. Broadcasting from the press box here at Oelwein. Normally go over by the first base dugout, but didn't want to melt in case it rained. Thanks to Tim Gilson for letting me in his home here tonight. The pitch swung out a fly ball towards center field. Latteberg is after it. He can't get there. Hubden will stop at second base. So the Vikes in business first and second with 1 down in the first inning.
Now batting. Designated hitter, Austin Ashbacker.
And the batter will be Austin Ashbacker. Austin hitting .385, 10 doubles, no triples, 3 home runs, 24 RBIs. Had a grand slam the other night against Crestwood in the 13-3 victory on Wednesday night. Fastball up and out. 1 ball, no strikes. Hubden off of second, Sweska off of first. Michaels ready in the pitch, swinging a foul, right side, not a play. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on the Baby Bull. As we mentioned earlier, Don DeLora working the plate. Bob Jacobson working the base pass here tonight. 1-1 the count. Hubden away from second and Sweska away from first. Sweska not being held on at first base by Johnston. Wodraska paying a little bit of attention to Hubden, and now Arndt, the shortstop, sneaks in behind. Michael steps off and bluffs the throw. A ball and a strike with 1 down. Michaels comes set, a look back at second, and the pitch sails up. It's 2 balls, 1 strike on Austin Ashbacker. Batting for the first baseman, Aaron Severson, tonight. No score here in the first inning. Vikes looking to win their 4th in a row as the pitch goes high again. And now Austin will sit in a hitter's paradise at 3-1. Huskies have won their last 2. After losing to Jessup on Tuesday night, they've won 3 of 4 games over the last week. Good pitch, outside edge, taken for a strike. Bit of a slide piece there from Michaels, and it's 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Michaels ready, a look back at second in the 3-2, check swing, and a foul ball at the plate. Austin must have gotten a piece of it as he tried to hold up on a high, tight fastball. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Hubden off of second and Sweska off of first. Michaels a pause, 2 looks at second, another 3-2 goes up for ball 4. So the Vikes definitely in business now. Bases loaded, 1 down.
The batter, third baseman Dustin Carey.
No score here in the first inning, and Dustin Carey will be the batter. 438, 5 doubles, 1 triple, 6 home runs, and 30 RBIs. 2 of his 6 home runs came against the Huskies in Decorah. Infield playing regular depth. Huskies will trade the out for the double play as Carey pops it up. Left side, infield fly rule has been called as Michaels and Myatt nearly collide, but Myatt makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So 1 pitch gets rid of Carey. So Kyle Kane will bat, bases loaded, 2 down. And the first pitch taken up, it's 1 ball, no strikes. One-0 to Kyle. Next one taken low, 2 balls, no strikes. Kyle at 234, 4 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 3 RBI. Hubden away from third, Sweska away from second, and Ashbacker away from first. Michaels comes set in the 2-0 delivery. Fastball outside edge for a strike. It's 2-1. Brighton Meyer hoping for a turn on deck. A fly out, an error, a single, and a walk loaded the bases, but Carey popped out on the first pitch from Michaels, and the pitch, curveball for a strike again, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Kyle Kane. Two and 2 with 2 down, and the bases loaded. Michaels ready in the pitch, ground ball to the right side, picked up there by Wodraska, but he bobbles it. 1 run will score. Sweska coming to the plate, he will score. And the Husky defense generous here in the first inning. 2 errors lead to 2 Decorah runs, and it's 2-0 Decorah. So Michaels gives up a couple of unearned runs. With 2 outs here in the inning, Ashbacker moved up to second on the play, and Brighton Meyer will look to keep the inning going. Simple case there. You put the ball in play, and good things can happen. You strike out in a situation like that, you don't put any pressure on the defense at all. Meyer in from the right-hand side of the plate, swings and misses at the first offering from Michaels. No balls, 1 strike. Meyer at .333 with 3 doubles, no triples, or 1 triple rather, no home runs, and 1 RBI. 2-0 Decorah has 2 runs score on the Wodraska error. Pitch swung on, popped up left side, and it will land out of play over the third base Husky dugout, so it's 0-2 now on Meyer. Ashbacker away from second, and away from first is Andy Sinkink running for Kyle Keene. Michaels comes set, takes 2 looks at second and the 0-2, swinging a foul at the plate. So Meyer stays alive. Michaels has only given up 1 hit in the inning. He's walked 1, but 2 Husky errors have led to 2 Viking runs here in inning number 1. Michaels with the pause, a look back at second and the pitch. Ground ball foul, third base side. We talked about the postseason coming up. Oelwein has been selected as the host for a district in this area as well as the sub-state host. And those pairings were released earlier this week. The 0-2 delivery, curveball taken up. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Meyer. The pairings consist of 6 teams in 3A in the Northeast Iowa Conference, Independence and Waverly and West Delaware. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Michaels comes set, a look back at second, and the 1-2 is a fastball outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Going into tonight, the way they seed it, you get 4 points for a 4A win, 3 points for a 3A win, 2 for a 2A win, and 1 for a 1A win. Waverly Shellrock is the top seed right now. 2-2 hits Meyer. Got him in the left shoulder. And that will reload the bases, moving the Baby Bull to third and Keene to second. And the batter will be Brady Dolly, hitting .295 with 5 doubles, no triples, 1 home run, and 8 RBI. Bases loaded, 2 down. 2-0 Decorah on the 2-out error to allow 2 runs to score as Dolly swings and pops one up right side. Wodraska and Johnston. Johnston, the first baseman, is there to make the catch to retire the side. But the Vikes get 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 errors, and they leave them loaded. We head to the bottom half of the first inning. Decorah leads by a 2-0 margin. Bottom of the first inning we go. A 2-0 lead for Decorah. Huskies helping out the Vikes as much as the Vikes helped out themselves in that inning. A walk and 2 errors leading to the 2 runs. As Colin Nimrod takes to the hill. Nimrod 5-1, 179 ERA, 201 the opponent's batting average against. 31 in the third innings, 27 hits, only 8 earned runs, 6 walks, and 28 strikeouts. Nimrod got the win in Game 2 of the doubleheader up in Decorah, which was an 11-1 Decorah victory. Colin threw 5 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. Huskies actually took the lead in that game in the first inning. Vikes tied it up in the bottom of the first inning, and a 10-run fourth innings gave the Vikings the shortened win. Cole Sweska left, Jay Cubden center. And in right field is Brighton Meyer, Dustin Carey third. Brett LaRue at short, Brady Dolly at second, Aaron Severson at first, Kyle Keene catching, Colin Nimrod pitching. And Jared Latteberg looking at a strike, 0-1. Latteberg at .344 on the season with 2 doubles, no triples, 1 home run, and 12 RBI. 2-0 Decorah as we start things here in the bottom half of the first inning. Swinging and missing is Latteberg at the next offering, and it's no balls, 2 strikes. Colin's been pretty solid as of late. The 0-2 delivery, fastball up, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a lot of that has to do with getting ahead of the hitters. Wrote about this earlier this week on the baseball blog. Link to it in the sports section of KDECradio.net. And a looper towards short, and it's caught there by Brett LaRue as Latterberg waits back on the breaking ball and hits it right to LaRue at short, one down here in the first inning. And Kyle Bauschke will be the batter. 353 with 6 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 13 RBI. First pitch, curveball for a strike, 0-1. Looking at Callan's last 5 outings, he's getting a first pitch strike 74% of the time. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch, curveball missed outside, and a check swing down to first, and Bob Jacobson says incomplete. Or no swing. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The pitch sprayed towards right field. Coming in is Brayton Meyer. He's going to have to play it on a hop. So Bauschke on with a 1-out single here in the bottom of the first inning.
The batter, first baseman Hud Johnston.
1 on, 1 out, and Hud Johnston, the batter, 233, 4 doubles, no triples, 2 home runs, and 20 RBI. Nimrod working out of the stretch for the first time tonight. And the first offering is a curveball low and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Huskies wins over New Hampton and Turkey Valley this week, after losing on Tuesday night to Jessup. Moved to first base, sends Bauschke back to the bag. Bauschke 9 for 9 in the steal department. And the next pitch inside, 2 balls, no strikes to count. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC-Decorah and KDECradio.net. Breaking ball swung on and missed outer portion of the plate to Johnston. It's 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Overcast sky, no rain yet. The 2-1 delivery swung on and missed. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fastball on the inner portion to Hud that time. 2-2 the count on from Colin Nimrod to Hud Johnston. Bauschke with a decent lead at first base, and the pitch, curveball outside corner taken for strike 3. So Nimrod, who's averaging nearly a strikeout an inning, gets his first one of the night. Runner at first and 2 down, and Wade Michaels will try to help his own cause. Michaels with the stick is .310 on the season, and the pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. 1 double, no triples, no home runs, and 11 RBI. For the 12-9 Huskies, 0-1 delivery, swinging a foul at the plate, 0-2. This game has a little bit of implication when it comes to the conference standings and also the seedings when it comes to districts. Right now, Decorah is 3rd seated, and Oelwein is 4th. The 0-2 delivery, chopper up the middle of Rue Wolf Field, give an underhand toss to Dolly at second to force the runner, and that's that for the first inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We head to the second inning. It is Decorah with a 2-0 lead. 2-0 Decorah as we go to the top half of the second inning. 9-1-2 due for the Vikings. Brett LaRue, Colin Nimrod, and Jake Hovden. Vikes got 2 in the first inning. Kyle Kane put it in play with 2 outs. Reached on an error.
Now batting, Brett LaRue.
LaRue is 0 for 3 as a batter this season. He's kind of taken over that shortstop role when Colin Nimrod is on the mound. First pitch low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes to LaRue. Glad you're with us wherever you are tonight. Shout out to my friends, the Truin family. Hi to Jake as well. 1-0. Inside corner for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the order, Nimrod on deck. Vikes did leave him loaded in the first inning, but got a couple of runs with 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Michael's ready, 1-1. That one is a 55-footer that bounces in front of the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Michaels kicks and deals, and the 2-1 swing and a pop-up into center field. Ladberg went back, now comes in shallow to medium depth center field, makes a two-handed catch for the first out here in the second inning. One down, and the batter, Colin Nimrod. He flew out to right on the first pitch of the game, back in the first 0 for 1. A 2-0 lead for Decorah. Pikes helped out by 2 Husky errors in the top half of the first inning. Michaels kicks and deals, and the pitch. A little low and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Michaels, a senior. Good amount of seniors out for the Huskies. Curveball in there for a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. 6 of them out. When you can keep a total like that out for baseball, props to the young men for doing so. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the curveball swung on and fouled at the plate. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Colin Nimrod. Corral, so with a good amount of seniors out. Seems at least in some places that's becoming a little bit of a rarity when it comes to the summer sports, but good to see a couple of historically good baseball programs. That's not the case. 1-2, sprayed foul up the first base side, and that one will land out of play. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. A decent Decorah contingent up the first base side. Getting word of the early start here tonight. Had a lot of them lately. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 down. The pitch, fastball up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And it's overcast enough here at the ballpark that they turned the lights on prior to the JV game, and they're also already taking effect. Even though official sundown isn't until about 8:50. 2-2 delivery, low and in the dirt. Now we go full to Colin Nimrod. 2-0 Decorah here in the first inning. Michaels has been forced to throw a lot of pitches here in the early part of the game. 3-2 delivery, swung on and ground ball towards third. Mayat makes the play there across the diamond to Johnston, and 2 up, 2 down in the second inning rather.
Now batting Jake Hubden.
Jake Hubden started the rally in the first inning by reaching on an error. He eventually scored on the error off the bat of Kyle Kane. Sweska came home as well on that play. 2-0 Decorah in the second inning. Michaels ready in the pitch, ground ball towards third and through for a base hit. Got it by a lunging Mayat at third base, so Hubden reaches with 2 down in the first inning. Jake still getting on base on a very good clip. His on-base percentage coming into tonight, .551. Your top 3 guys in the order, very good. Colin at .519 and Sweska at .533. And a move to first base, and it's a wild throw. It gets by Johnston. And moving up to second base and into scoring position is Jake Hubden. So the Huskies not being too kind to themselves to this point in the game. That's their 3rd error. Stretch by Michaels, a look back at second. The first offering of the at-bat to Sweska goes high. 1 ball, no strikes. Sweska singled to center and scored in the first. He is 1 for 1. In fact, he has had the only hit against Michaels first time through the order. Pitch outside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. Michaels in for the sign from Rao. Comes set, a look back at second and the pitch. That one taken low by Sweska. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Michaels already getting ready to throw his 46th pitch of the game. The pause by Michaels, a look back at second and the pitch low and outside and in the dirt. Backhand stop by Rao to prevent runner advancement. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Michaels will look back at second, the 3-1. Low for ball 4. Second walk for Michaels. He's also hit a man. Michaels has walked 21 in 31 innings coming in. And Ashbacker will get an opportunity. He walked in the first inning. Michaels only walked 3 in the complete game victory against Decorah. Back on the 10th of June, Austin swings and fouls the first pitch back to the screen. No balls, 1 strike to count. Jake will lead at second. Cole will lead at first. The pause, a look back at second, a second look at second, and the 0-1 offering swung on and a pop-up down the left field line. It goes into foul territory, and it will land foul up near the Husky bullpen on the third base side. So Austin trails in the count, and no balls, 2 strikes. Decent amount of foul territory room up both sides here, so a ball down the line in foul territory that you might give up on other places, you just can't here. What are the idiosyncrasies of the ballpark you just got to get used to when you play here. No balls, 2 strikes. First and second, 2 down here in the second inning. Michaels comes set, and the pitch swung on and missed, took a little something off, and Austin out in front. So, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left. Bottom of the second we go. It is a lead of 2-0 for Decorah. 2-0 lead for Decorah as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Cloudy, overcast, muggy night here in Oelwein, starting early. Hoping to get this varsity game in. It's been a strategy that has worked quite often lately. Let's see, as of late, Decorah started early in the Waverly Shell Rock game.
Leading off for the Huskies in the bottom half of the second inning.
Just looking back at the schedule. Started early against North Fayette Valley. A couple of times as of late. I know softball's gone early a couple of times as well, but got to get the varsity games in as Austin Arndt, first ball swing, grounds one towards his fellow shortstop Brett LaRue, who fires across the diamond to retire Arndt. And 1 pitch, 1 out here in the second inning.
Left fielder, Grant McMillan.
Because 3 weeks from tonight, already, it's tournament time. And even earlier than that for the smaller schools around the area. Grant McMillan is a 190 hitter with 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 12 RBIs. Collins starts him with a strike on the outside edge. No balls, 1 strike to count on McMillan. Mayotte will follow here in the second inning. 0-1 delivery, curve taken low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cowan with 5 of Decorah's 12 wins to this point in the season. 1-1 delivery, curveball swung on and missed. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Vikes got Kyle Kane back on the mound on Wednesday night. He got the 5-inning victory. Dustin Carey was pretty effective. Coach O told me it was probably his best outing of the year against Columbus on Tuesday. Swinging a foul down the right field line. Meyer will give chase. It'll land in the Decorah bullpen up the first base side. So we'll do it again at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Going to be kind of weird this fall. These 2 teams will not meet on the football field this year. Oelwein moving down to 2A. A curveball swung on and missed. And Collin gets his second strikeout. 2 down here in the second inning.
Now batting for Oelwein, number 12, Sam Myatt.
Now, there's been a couple of years where Oelwein's been in a different district, but I know Decorah's played them non-district a couple of times, but this first pitch taken inside by Mayotte. 1 ball, no strikes, but A little bit of a different landscape come this fall. My out on the season, 217, a double, no triples, no home runs, 8 RBIs. Ground ball towards third, picked up there by Dustin Carey. He'll fire across the diamond, and a quick second inning for Oelwein. 3 up, 3 down. We are 2 innings complete, and it is 2-0 Decorah. 2-0 Decorah here in the third inning. Two Husky errors in the first inning. It led to 2 Decorah runs. Kyle Kane was up with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Hit a ground ball towards Kyle Wadraska at second. He didn't handle the ball as Hovden and Sweska were both able to score on the play. That's the lone scoring play in this game as Decorah leads it by a 2-0 margin. Colin Nimrod gave up a 1-out hit in the first inning, but nothing else. And Dustin Carey, who popped out with the bases loaded and 1 out in the first inning, will start things here in the bottom of the third. Glad you're with us tonight from the ballpark here in Oelwein. Winner of this one will take the season series between these two teams, but they may see each other again as Dustin Carey looks at the first one on the outside edge for a strike, 0-1. Michaels has given up 2 hits, 2 unearned runs, walked 2, and struck out 1. He's also hit a man through 2 innings. No balls, 1 strike to count. The 0-1 delivery swung on, smacked into left, and a base hit. That's the first time in 3 frames that Decorah has gotten their leadoff runner on. Carry on with a single to left to start things here in the top of the third.
Batter, number 4, Kyle Kane.
And Kyle Kane, who reached on an error which allowed 2 runs to score in the first inning, will be the batter. Myatt in front of the bag at third. Johnston holds the runner on at first. Kane squares to bunt and takes the fastball outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Gotta say hi to a former Decorah catcher, Blake Moen, listening in tonight. Hopefully you're enjoying what you told me you are enjoying via text message. 1-0 delivery. A bunt pushed up the first base side and foul. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Kane does have 4 sacrifices on the season. He's tied for second on the team in that category. One of his 3 RBIs came on a sacrifice. That was 2 weeks ago tonight on a suicide squeeze against Walk on. 1 ball, 1 strike on the Decorah catcher. Myatt now in on the grass at third. Myatt charges hard, and here's a bunt up the first base side. A nice one, bare hand pickup by Michaels. He'll throw to Johnston at first base. The sacrifice good, 1-3.
Now hitting for the Vikings, Bryton Meyer.
Carry up to second base, and Bryton Meyer will be the batter. Meyer hit by a pitch in the first. 2-0 Decorah, runner at second, 2 down. Pitch goes high. It is 1 ball and no strikes. One-0. Curveball outside edge for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Decorah has had base runners in all 3 innings now. They have left 5 through the first 2, but still have a 2-0 lead. 1-1 the count on Bryton Meyer. Long pause by Michaels and the 1-1. Low and in the dirt. It is 2 balls, 1 strike on the Decorah right fielder with Brady Dowley on deck. Decorah leading 2-0 here in the top of the third as we get things going early tonight due to the threatening forecast. Doesn't look as bad in the western skies as it did earlier. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch swung on a pop-up shallow left field out. The shortstop Arndt coming in as the center fielder Latterberg, and Latterberg makes a 2-handed catch in shallow left center for the second out of the inning. Carey at second, 2 down. Dolly the batter for Decorah. Dolly popped to first to end the first, 0 for 1. 2-0 Decorah here in the third. Carey got on with a leadoff single. Kane got him to second, and Meyer then flew out to center. A quick recap of this frame as the first pitch goes high to Dolly. 1 ball, no strikes. Michael sure could use a quick pitch inning. That was his 10th offering of this inning, but he's thrown 61 to this point. 1-0 delivery, taking a load is 2 balls, no strikes on Brady Dolly. Outside corner for a strike. It's 2-1. This is the 17th batter that Michaels has faced. He's only gotten strike 1 on 6 of them. But the Vikes haven't exactly been opportunistic to this point. 2-1 delivery. It's thrown behind Dolly unintentionally. As moving up to third will be Carey. It was at the feet of Dolly, and he had to lunge forward to get out of the way of it. So the wild pitch will move Carey up to third and give Dolly a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Of the 5 runners Decorah has left through 2 innings, 3 have been left in scoring position. The pause and the 3-1 catches the corner outside edge, and it's 3 balls, 2 strikes now on Dolly. Brett LaRue hoping for a chance on deck. Carey away from third, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Michaels out of the stretch, and the 3-2 delivery hit well down the left field line, but well foul. So a 3-2 pitch, take 2 coming up. 3-2 the count. Michaels with a new baseball. Looks in at Rao for the sign. Dolly back to the right-hand batter's box. The 3-2 delivery outside for ball 4. Missed a little high as Michaels walks his third man.
Batter shortstop, Brett LaRue.
So runners at the corners with 2 down. And the batter will be Brett LaRue, who flied to center in the second, 0 for 1. 2-0 Decorah, top of the third. The pause and the pitch outside to Brett LaRue. 1 ball, no strikes. Michaels set again. 1-0 delivery, low and outside, and Rao with the backhand stop to prevent runner advancement. It's 2 balls, no strikes now on Brett LaRue, and Rao will have a conversation with Michaels at the bottom of the mound to make sure they're both on the same page. 2 balls, no strikes the count as Rao returns to the behind the plate area. A lead at first by Dolly. Carey off of third. 2-0 to LaRue at the letters and for a strike. At least I thought it was. Mr. Delora didn't really tell anybody about it. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch swung on, smacked into center, and a base hit. Scoring on the play is Meyer, or rather Carey. Dolly up to second on the play on a 2-out RBI single for Brett LaRue, and a 3-0 lead for Decorah. So that's the first 2-out run tonight for Decorah, and the first earned run that Michaels has given up. First and second, 2 down for Colin Nimrod. Flew out to right in the first, grounded to third in the second. Michaels setting the pitch. Ground ball foul wide of third. No balls, 1 strike. In fact, at this early point in the game, Colin is the only Decorah batter not to reach base safely. Dolly off of second and LaRue off of first. Michaels in at Rao for the sign. Colin back into the right-hand batter's box. Michaels with the pause. A look at second, and the 0-1 is up for 2 balls, or 1 ball, 1 strike rather. Michaels comes set. A look back at second, and the 1-1. Low and inside. He called it a strike, and it'd be nice if Donnie would let the rest of us know what the pitch was. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Blown outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Well, public relations goes a long way. Deuce is wild on Colin Nimrod. 2 out, 2 on. 3-0 Decorah here in the third. The pause, a look back at second, and the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a fly ball right center field. Angling over is Brennan Ryan. He'll make a running catch in shallow to medium depth right center for the 3rd out in the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 left. Vikes have left 7 through 3, but after 2.5, it is Decorah leading 3-0. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Time to look at our schedule for the upcoming week, as Kyle Wodraska will lead off for the Huskies here in the 3rd, hitting 182 with no extra base hits and 1 RBI. Monday night we'll have Decorah and Crestwood in softball. A rain-out makeup at 7:15 from Decorah. First pitch thrown outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Tuesday night we'll have a baseball-softball doubleheader. We'll have game 1 of the Decorah walk-on baseball doubleheader at 5:30. The 1-0 delivery. A little bit low for 2 balls and no strikes to count. And then we'll head on down to the softball field and have Decorah South win in softball that night. 2-0. In there for a strike. It's 2-1. There's that right arm up from Donnie. Must have heard me. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch swung on a fly ball center field after it is hoved in. It'll land in front of him. And a leadoff single for Wodraska here in the 3rd inning.
The batter for the Huskies, right fielder Brennan Ryan.
Runner at first, nobody out. 3-0 Decorah here in the 3rd inning. Brennan Ryan, the batter, hitting .263, no extra base hits, and 3 RBI. Ryan swings and misses at a Nimrod curve. No balls, 1 strike. Then Wednesday night of next week, we'll have Decorah and MFL Marmac in softball. Colin with a quick move over to first base to send Wodraska back to the bag. Wodraska hasn't stolen the base all year. We do notice some action in the Husky, or behind the Husky dugout. Michaels already has thrown 78 pitches in this one. Fastball inside from Colin. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Then next Thursday night will be Decorah and Waverly Shellrock in baseball. We'll have both games to the doubleheader from Decorah. And next Friday we'll take off for Independence Day. 1-1. Check swing, did he go? And the base umpire, Bob Jacobson, puts the right arm in the air and clenches his fist. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Wodraska at first with nobody out. Nimrod ready in the 1-2. Curveball taken for strike 3. So Nimrod gets his 3rd strikeout, 1 down here in the 3rd inning. And the left-hand hitting Jared Latteberg will start the 2nd trip around the Husky batting order. He lined to short his first time up 0 for 1. Quick move to first base again and back to the bag diving is Wodraska. The pause and the pitch. Outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Of course, in town tomorrow is the Decorah softball tournament. Decorah will play their first game up at Luther at 9 o'clock. Then we'll either play at 11 or 1:30 tomorrow. There's a ground ball right back to Callan. He'll throw to second base, and he'll throw it into center field. Callan turned and threw before Brett LaRue had a chance to go over and cover the bag. Callan hurried the throw when probably he didn't have to. You might not have turned two with Latterberg heading down to first base, but if you would have taken your time, you would have gotten the lead runner there. That's the first defensive miscue of the night for Decorah. Wodraska at second, Latterberg at first, and Kyle Bauschka to the plate for Oelwein. 3-0 Decorah, bottom of the third. The pitch. A little low, and it bounces away from Kyle Kane, and nobody goes. Coach Gerhardt making a teaching point to Kyle Wodraska there. 1 ball, no strikes. That caromed all the way towards the Oelwein dugout, but Wodraska did not go. Curveball. Inside corner for a strike. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Wodraska away from second. Latterberg away from first. The 1-1 delivery, foul. Right side. Towards the screen, towards the first base Decorah dugout. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now from Nimrod. Wodraska away from second, Latterberg away from first. Pitch goes low from Callan, missing on the fastball. It's 2-2. First time the Huskies have had multiple base runners on in a frame. Two the count. And the pitch swung on a fly ball towards right field. Underneath it is Brighton Meyer. He will make the catch. Not tagging is Wodraska at second. 2 down here in the third inning. First and second with 2 down. And Hud Johnston will be the batter. 3-0 Decorah here in the third. Johnston struck out looking in the first, 0 for 1. Nimrod, a pause and the pitch. And that hits Hud in the back. Right between the 2 and the 5 on the back of his jersey, and the hit by pitch will load the bases with 2 down, and Wade Michaels with a big opportunity to help his own cause here. Michaels hit into a force play to end the first, 0 for 1. Bases loaded, 2 down here in the third. Nimrod will go to the windup in a 3-0 Decorah lead here in the bottom of the third inning. Nimrod ready. Curve for a strike. 0-1. Oh, 1 from Callan. Swung on a fly ball towards center field. Hovden is under it. He will make the catch to retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 Decorah error, and 3 runners left on base. We head to the fourth. It is Decorah leading Oelwein by a 3-0 margin. New Husky pitcher Michaels done after 3. He gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned. 2 walks. 3 walks rather, and 1 strikeout. So Evan Suko will be the new pitcher. He'll face Decorah for the first time this year. And Jake Hovden will lead things off here in the 4th inning. Suko, a sophomore, 3-0 with a 2.95 ERA. Opponents hitting .233 against him. Hovden squares to bunt and takes one inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Hovden reached on an error in the first and scored and singled to left in the second. Suko Making his 4th appearance out of the pen, he's also started 3 games this year. 1-0 delivery, grounder towards third on one hop. Mayotte picks it up, throws on to first base. 1 down here in the 4th inning. Husky pitchers have gotten the leadoff runner out in 3 of the 4 frames to this point. And the batter will be Cole Sweska. Singled and scored in the first, walked in the second. A 3-0 lead for Decorah as we play the top half of the 4th inning. Suko ready, and the pitch inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Correction, I was mistaken. Suko did pitch in the game 2 of the doubleheader up in Decorah. The 1-0 delivery, that one in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Pitched a third of an inning, gave up 2 hits and 3 unearned runs in the 11-1 victory for the Vikings in 5 in game 2. 1-1 delivery, taken on the inside edge for a strike on the breaking ball, and it's 1-2. Michaels wasn't A+ sharp, but in fairness to him, his defense didn't help him out a ton tonight either. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch smacked up the middle. Fielded at short there by Arndt. He'll throw on to first base to retire Sweska, and there is 2 down here in the inning.
Designated hitter Austin Ashbacker.
So Suko retires the first 2 batters he faces. He's got the simple job of keeping the Decorah offense at bay and giving his offense a chance to get back into this one. Austin Ashbacker will be the batter. Walked in the first, struck out swinging in the second, swinging and fouling right side out of play. So it's no balls and 1 strike on the baby bull. Suko kicks and deals. The sophomore right-hander throws a curveball that's fouled right side and out of play. So Ashbacker trailing in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 delivery. Swing and a pop-up straight back. Rao looking back, but he can't get to it. He didn't locate it right away. And it lands right in front of the backstop fence, directly in front of our broadcast location, and it's no balls, 2 strikes. Rao looking for the first defensive 1-2-3 inning for the Huskies in the 4th. The 0-2 delivery hammered towards left center field, and that one will be in there for a base hit. It'll be 2 hops and a roll to the fence. Austin Ashbacker will have a stand-up double with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. The baby bull now with 11 doubles on the season. And he gets his first base hit tonight, and Dustin Carey will get a 2-out RBI opportunity for Decorah. Carey popped to third in the first, singled and scored in the 3rd. 3-0 Decorah as we play the top half of the 4th inning. The pause and the delivery, a fastball up to Carey. 1 ball, no strikes. Austin off a second. Suko the pause, a look back at second and the 1-0. Swinging a pop-up foul. Right side and out of play. It is 1 ball and 1 strike.
Sleeping up here. Thank you.
1-1 with 2 down. Curveball swung on, popped foul. Right side and out of play. So now it's 1-2 on Dustin Carey. Vikes with 5 hits, and the Huskies with 2 thus far. Oelwein 3 errors, Decorah 1. 1-2 delivery, curveball hit towards second. Picked up there by Johnston, underhand toss to first base, and on a bang-bang play, Carey retired 3-1. With Suko coming to the bag to cover. 1 hit, 1 left. We head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. We're halfway home here in Oelwein. It's a 3-0 lead for Decorah.
Leading off
Bottom of the fourth inning.
Austin Arndt.
Colin Nimrod's been pretty steady to this point. Gave up 2 hits, hasn't walked anybody, and has struck out 3. Austin Arndt squares to bunt, bunts it right back to Nimrod. Fields at the bottom of the mound and throws on to Severson. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the fourth.
The batter, left fielder
So Arndt trying to change it up a little bit, but Nimrod doing a good job of fielding the 5th infielder position. Grant McMillan is the batter. He'll swing and miss at a Nimrod curve. No balls, 1 strike. McMillan struck out in the 2nd inning in his first at-bat, 0-1. Fastball outside edge for a strike, and it's no balls, 2 strikes now on McMillan. Oh, 2. Ground ball foul, third base side. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes on Grant McMillan. And the pitch, fastball high. Nimrod's been reasonably economical with the pitches. That's only his 44th. Michaels ended up throwing 78 through 3 before being lifted. The 1-2 delivery, curveball off the foot of Nimrod. Karam to short, fielded there by LaRue. He'll throw on to first base. And 2 down here in the 2nd inning.
Coming to the plate for Oelwein, third baseman Sam Myatt.
So 2 down. And nobody on, and Sam Myatt will be the batter. 3-0 Decorah. 2 runs via Husky errors in the first inning and a 2-out RBI single by Brett LaRue in the third are the tallies thus far for Decorah. First pitch misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Myatt grounded to third, and Dustin Carey in the first inning. 1-0 delivery, swinging a pop-up foul right side and out of play. One ball, 1 strike to count. Collin did have a 1-2-3 inning as the next pitch goes outside and low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Huskies got 2 on in the 3rd inning and 1 on in the 1st inning. And the pitch blown outside. 3 balls and 1 strike now. They actually got 3 on in the 3rd inning. But haven't been able to dent home plate yet. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Outside corner for a strike. Good location there on 3-1. Three-two, out of the zone, ball 4. Collin walks his first man of the night. Control-wise, Collin has been pretty good this year.
Jonah Woodward.
That's only his 7th walk in nearly 35 innings. And a curveball gets away from Kyle Kane. Karam's to his left and moving up to second. On the wild pitch is Sam Myatt. The current batter is Jonah Woodward. And now Coach Olenzak out of the dugout to talk to Colin Nimrod. Woodward batting for the first time here tonight. Woodward on the season 0 for 1 at the plate. I'm assuming he's appeared as courtesy runners because he does have 8 runs scored and he is 5 for 5 in the steal department. He's on to replace Kyle Wodraska at second base. He must have came in the last inning. Apologize for not catching that. 1 ball, no strikes to count on Woodward. The 1-0 delivery, swing and a miss at a curveball tailing towards the inside portion of the plate. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike on Woodward. 3-0 the lead for Decorah here in the bottom of the fourth. The one swung on and missed. Callan took a little something off, and Woodward was out in front. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nimrod comes set, takes a look back at second, and the 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss, strike 3. So a 2-out walk and a man left. 4 done, 3-0 Decorah. 5th inning we go. It's a 3-0 lead for Decorah. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Decorah. No runs, 1 hit, and 3 errors for Oelwein. Evan Suko on for his 2nd inning of relief. And he'll throw to Kyle Kane and start him with the strike, 0-1. Kane reached on an error in the 1st inning and sacrificed a runner-up in the 3rd. Decorah with 2 in the 1st and 1 in the 3rd. The 0-1 delivery is low outside for 1 ball, 1 strike. Suko allowed a 2-out double in his 1st inning of relief to Ashbacker in the 4th inning, but other than that, he got 3 ground ball outs. Suko ready in the 1-1 delivery, swing and a pop up into shallow center field. Latterberg coming in. Out is the shortstop, Arndt. Arndt will make the catch 2 steps on to the outfield grass, and there's 1 down here in the 5th inning. 1 down, nobody on. And the batter will be Brayton Meyer, who was hit by a pitch in the 1st and flew out to center in the 3rd. Suko ready in the pitch. Looped toward short, fielded on a hop by Arndt. He'll throw on to first base and Johnston, and quickly 2 up, 2 down here in the 5th inning.
Second baseman, Brady Dolly.
2 down, nobody on for Brady Dolly. 3-0 Decorah here in the 5th. Dolly popped to first in the 1st and walked in the 3rd. Suko again looking for the first defensive 1-2-3 inning for the Huskies. As the first pitch goes low, it's 1 ball, no strikes. Suko's job to keep the Viking offense at bay and give his offense a chance against Colin Nimrod. Next one inside corner for a strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike count on Brady Dolly. Suko gets the sign from Rao. And the 1-1 delivery, a fly ball into left field. It carries relatively well, but it's going to hang up for Grant McMillan, who retreats about 20 feet in front of the track to make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the 5th we go. It is a 3-0 lead for Decorah. Colin Nimrod has been very solid, looking for his 6th win of the year and his 2nd win against the Huskies. Thrown 55 pitches through 4, has walked 1, has struck out 4, has hit 1, and given up 2 hits. 9-1-2 due for the Huskies in the 5th. Brendan Ryan struck out looking his first time up. And the pitch swung on a fly ball towards left field. And it's going to hang up for Cole Swesco, who makes a 2-handed catch in medium depth left for the first out here in the 5th inning.
Center fielder, Jared
So 1 down and nobody on, and Jared Latterberg will start the 3rd trip around the batting order for the Huskies. Lined out to short in the 1st, reached on an error in the 3rd. 3-0 Decorah here in the 5th. Collins starts him with a fastball inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Collin kicks and deals, and the pitch. Ground ball to the right side. Picked up there by Dolly. He'll throw back to Severson. And quickly 2 up, 2 down here in the 2nd inning. Severson went after that ball. And I'm guessing there might have been some verbal communication between him and Dolly on the right side. And he hustled back to the first base bag and was able to record the putout. Kyle Bauschke is 1 for 2. He'll look to curve for a strike on the outside edge. No balls, 1 strike. Bauschke singled to right his first time up and flew out to right in the 3rd. 0-1 delivery. Fastball up from Collin. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Nimrod ready. 1-1. Swinging a foul into the parking lot here at the Oelwein Sports Complex. This year they've moved softball out to this location as well. Husky softball team in action across the way tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Curveball grounded towards second. Picked up there by Dolly. Easy toss over to Severson at first. And the Huskies go quietly in the 5th. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the top half of the 6th inning. It is Decorah leading by a 3-0 margin. Decorah will look for some insurance here in the 6th inning as they lead Oelwein by a 3-0 margin. Sophomore Evan Suko has done a good job in his 2 innings of relief, only giving up 1 hit. Hasn't struck out or walked anybody. First pitch to Brett LaRue goes outside. 1 ball, no strikes. LaRue flew out to center in the 2nd. Got his first varsity hit, an RBI single with 2 outs to score Dustin Carey in the 3rd. 1-0. Curve for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Nimrod and Hovden will follow here in the 6th. Suko has retired 6 of the 7 men he has faced in 4 in a row. 1-1 delivery, smack towards left and a base hit. So Brett LaRue now 2 for 3. He gets on to lead things off in the 6th inning. Only the 2nd time in 6 frames that Decorah has gotten their leadoff runner on. Runner at first, nobody out, and Colin Nimrod is 0 for 3. Flew out to right in the 1st, grounded to 3rd in the 2nd, and flew out to right again in the 3rd. Mayotte in on the grass at 3rd. Johnston will hold the runner on at 1st. And the pitch is Colin bunts. He bunts foul. No balls, 1 strike. With a 3-run lead, bunting seems to be an obvious thing to do right here. Mayotte expecting the bunt. He's still in on the grass at 3rd. Suko now comes set. And the pitch to Colin. Push bunt up the first base side, foul. And it is no balls, 2 strikes. Decorah 2 runs in the 1st inning off of 2 Husky errors and a 2-out RBI single by LaRue in the 3rd. The timely hitting, which has been better as of late, hasn't been there tonight for Decorah as they have left 8 runners on through 5. Mayotte back now at 3rd as the pitch goes high to Colin Nimrod. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But Colin's gotten it done with the right arm, only giving up 2 hits through 5 innings to this point. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. The pause and the 1-2. Lone outside got away from Rao to his right and back to the screen. LaRue will move up to second base. So the Husky wild pitch does what Colin Nimrod was unable to do, and that's advance the runner. Colin's still at the plate, mind you, but he failed to get 2 pitches down, trying to bunt. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Suko to the pause and the 2-2 high and outside for 3 balls, 2 strikes now on Nimrod. Nimrod, the only Viking not to reach base to this point. Suko comes set, looks back at second. And the 3-2 grounded foul. 3rd base side. This is Vikings Radio 1240, KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. A 3-0 lead for Decorah as they're ahead of Oelwein here in the top of the 6th inning. Nimrod squares to bunt, does so up the 3rd base side. Bare hand pickup by Suko. He'll throw on to first base to retire Nimrod. In the book, it'll go as a sacrifice, but I'm not 100% sure. Collin wasn't bunting for a base hit. He moves LaRue up 90 feet nonetheless, and Hovden will be the batter. Runner at third, one down. His Huskies will bring the infield up at all four positions. Hovden reached out an error in the first, singled in the second, and grounded to third in the fourth. Hovden squares to bunt. Here's the squeeze. Suko tries to barehand, can't do it. He'll throw to first base to get Hovden. Scoring on the play is LaRue. It's a 4-0 lead for Decorah. So a sacrifice there for Hovden. Give Suko credit after the initial barehand attempt to toss the ball to the plate. He was unable to do it, but got to the ball quickly and got the speedy Hovden at first base. Hovden able to get his 15th RBI on the squeeze play. And now it's a 4-run advantage for Decorah. And Sweska will be the batter. First ball swinging, smacking one into left and a base hit. So Sweska now 2 for 3 with a walk on the day. And the Vikings with 7 hits against Husky pitching. Runner at first, 2 down, 1 in. Top of the 6th inning, a 4-0 lead for Decorah. And Austin Ashbacker is 1 for 2 with a walk. Curve outside edge for a strike, 0-1. He walked in the first, struck out swing in the second, and doubled to left in the 4th inning. Sweska away from first. Runner goes, pitch taken for a strike, throw down to second base. Not in time. The throw was a little in front of the bag for Morale. Had it been on the bag, there would have been a lot of drama in that play. Sweska able to steal his 10th base of the season. 0-2 now on the Baby Bull with 2 down. 0-2 delivery. Just missed the outside edge. And it is 1 ball, 2 strikes on Ashbacker. Suko ready. 2 looks at second, 1-2 to Ashbacker, swung on and missed. Changeup got Austin for the second time tonight. And the side is out, but the Vikes get an insurance run, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. It is a Decorah lead of 4-0. Huskies coming to the plate, trailing 4-0 here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Hud Johnston struck out looking in the first and was hit by a pitch in the third. Collin starts him low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Collin has walked 1, struck out 4, and hit 1 through his 5 innings. Fastball outside edge for a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Huskies left the bases loaded in the 3rd inning and left 1 on in the 4th and in the 1st. 1-1 delivery, grounder toward short. Brett LaRue fields on multiple hops. He'll throw on to first base, and it's a low throw. Severson tried to lunge for it and couldn't get there. And it's an E6. Second error of the night for Decorah. And a pinch runner.
Johnston, number 35, Nick Stacy, now batting the pitcher.
Nick Stacy will run for Johnston at first. And Evan Suko will bat for the first time since coming in the game to relieve Michaels in the 4th. Michaels was the last batter in the 3rd inning, so he'll bat for the first time tonight. Stacy back to first after a move over there from Nimrod. Suko with the stick this year is 0 for 5. First offering to him gets away from Kyle Kane, but not enough to warrant runner advancement. 1 ball, no strikes. Kyle just squeezed his glove too early that time. Or so it appeared. 1 ball, no strikes. Collin ready, 1-0. Ground ball towards short. LaRue will field. Goes to Dolly at second for the first out. Throws to first. Double play. 6-4-3. And a one on, nobody out situation becomes 2 down and nobody on. And Austin Arendt will bat for Oelwein. 4-0 lead for Decorah. Arendt has grounded to short in the second and grounded back to the pitcher in the 4th inning. And the first offering swung on and missed. No balls, 1 strike. Cowan kicks and deals in the 0-1. Inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-2. Cowan with the 0-2. Curve low and in the dirt. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Austin Arendt. Vikes trying to take the regular season series with the Huskies. 1-2 with 2 down. 1-2 delivery. Outside with the fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Austin Arendt. Two and two with 2 down. Cowan's delivery. Ground ball, 3rd base side. Carey cuts in front of LaRue, and it's booted by Carey, and Arendt will reach. So the Viking defense, which was all right through 5, has left a lot to be desired here in the 6th inning. Fortunately, Decorah was able to turn a double play a moment ago. And Grant McMillan will get a chance. Struck out swinging in the 2nd, grounded to short in the 4th. First pitch out of the zone from Cowan. 1 ball, no strikes. 4-0 lead for Decorah here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. 1-0. Curved ball swung on and missed. It's 1 ball, 1 strike on Grant McMillan. Do see some action in the Husky bullpen. Swinging a foul right side. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. So Cowan doing what he's been doing as of late, and that's getting ahead of hitters. 1-2 looper towards right field. Fielded there by Brady Daly. He picks it up. Does not have a play at first base. Huskies will have it 1st and 2nd. With 2 down here in the 6th inning. McMillan, just a good job of hitting them where they ain't there. 1st and 2nd, 2 down. And Sam Myatt will get an opportunity. Myatt grounded to 3rd in the 2nd and walked in the 4th. And the pitch, a curveball for a strike, 0-1. Arendt off a 2nd, McMillan off a 1st. Nimrod ready in the 0-2 offering, a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Myatt. Cowan with a long pause, the 1-1 delivery. Fastball at the belt, outside corner, taken for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes on Sam Myatt. 1-2 delivery. Swinging a pop-up foul right side and out of play. So 1-2 pitch, take 2 coming up. Vikes with 2 errors here in the inning. Huskies with runners at 1st and 2nd with 2 down. Nimrod in it. Keen for the sign. Comes set, a look around the base pass and the pitch. A little high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Vikes trying to get out of it here in the 6th. They lead it by a 4-0 margin. Cowan with the long pause comes with the 2-2. Swinging a foul, right side out of play, so Myatt battling well. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down and 2 on. Callan ready, and the 2-2 inside corner, strike 3 called. Nimrod gets his 5th strikeout. 1 hit, 2 errors, 2 left. We head to the 7th. Decorah up by a 4-0 margin. For a 4 Oelwein nothing as we go to the 7th inning. 2 in the first, 1 in the third, and 1 in the 6th for Decorah. Callan Nimrod working on a 3-hit shutout. On the hill for the Vikings, Dustin Carey is 1 for 3. Dustin swings the first one, drives one towards left field. McMillan is under it in deep left field. He will make the catch right up against the fence, and there's one down here in the 7th. So Dustin now 1 for 4, and Kyle Kane will be the batter. Kane reached on an error back in the first inning that allowed 2 runs to score. He sacrificed a runner up in the 3rd, and he popped out to short in the 5th inning. So Kyle officially 0 for 2, but he has had productive at-bats in 2 of the 3. As Kyle looks at a strike on a curve, 0-1. Sweska, Sweska and LaRue, the only Vikings with multiple hits, as an offensive timeout taken by Coach Olenzak here. Every Viking, though, has reached base safely with the exception of Callan Nimrod. Callan has hit safely in 20 consecutive games, and barring a rally here, he will maybe not get another at-bat. Here's ground ball towards third. Bobbled there a bit by Mayat. He'll throw to first base to get Kane by a step. There's 2 down here in the 7th inning. We do notice Dustin Carey warming up down in the Decorah bullpen should the Vikings need him in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And Breitenmeyer will be the batter, hit by a pitch in the 1st. Flew out to center in the 3rd and grounded to short in the 5th. 4-0 Decorah, 2 down, nobody on here in the 7th inning. And the first offering swung on, popped up, foul territory, third base side. Mayat into foul ground will make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, bottom of the 7th we go. Huskies need 4 to keep it going. And they lead it by a 4-0 margin. Tony Rex will be a pinch hitter for the Huskies here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Callan Nimrod working on a 3-hit shutout. Trying to pick up his 6th win of the year, his 2nd win against the Huskies. He leads at 4-0. Dustin Carey has warmed up between innings. Should Callan get into trouble as Rex bunts up the third base side foul. No balls, 1 strike. Rex 5 for 14, calculating out to 357 on the season. He has a double and 5 RBI. Huskies in this game have gotten 8 runners on. 7 of them have been left on base. 1 has been erased on a double play. Outside corner for a strike to Rex, and it's 0-2 from Callan Nimrod. Decorah trying to win their 4th in a row this week. 3 of them being conference games as the pitch goes outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If the score stays put, at least at this moment, will be 3 times tied for 2nd in the loss column. Fly ball deep down the left field line, angling into foul ground is Cole Sweska. He has room, but he drops it. Sweska drops the foul ball, and that gives Rex new life. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Callan Nimrod asked for a new baseball from home plate umpire Don DeLora. One ball, 2 strikes the count on Tony Rex. Brennan Ryan to follow here in the 7th. Curveball outside from Callan. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch count right now at 89 for Callan. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Rex got a piece of it. Over the top breaking ball, and Rex was able to fight it off. If you're just tuning in thinking you'd hear the start of the broadcast, we went early because of the threatening weather tonight. Decorah leads it 4-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. 2-2 foul ball up the right field side. So this will become at least an 8-pitch at-bat, so Rex getting his money's worth in the pinch hitting appearance here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2-2. Curveball grounded foul. Coach Gerhardt with the play in the third base box. So 2-2 pitch, take 5 coming up. 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Kane tries to apply the take, can't do it. He'll throw down to Severson at first base to officially record the putout. Good battle. Eventually won by Nimrod, and he gets his 6th strikeout on the night. 1 down, nobody on, and Brennan Ryan, the do hitter, but John Leo will be the pinch hitter. Ryan was 0 for 2 on the night. Leo, sophomore right-hand hitter. Pitch taken outside from Nimrod. 1 ball, no strikes. Leo on the season. Can't get much better than that. Batting 1,000, 1 for 1. Pitch swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. He either will remain steady the same or have his average drop 500 points based on this at-bat. Pitch swung on and missed. Had a breaking ball. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jared Latterberg in the on-deck circle. Vikes trying to close it out. And they lead it by a 4-0 margin. The 1-2 delivery. Curveball swung on, popped up, foul. Right side, out of play. So we'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2, and here it is. Curveball taken up. It was out of the zone, but sometimes you see pitches like that hanging on 1-2 that get tattooed. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch swinging a foul ball right side out of play. Parking lot getting a lot of attention with 6 2-strike foul balls from the Huskies here in this frame. This will be the 100th pitch for Nimrod. He swings and misses, does Leo. And 2 down here in the 7th inning. 7 strikeouts for Nimrod. And Latterberg will be the batter. Lined out to short in the first, reached on an error in the third, grounded to second in the 5th. Vikes 1 out away from their 4th straight win and their 13th of the season. Nimrod delivers to Latterberg. He misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Collins given up 3 hits, walked 1, struck out 7. 1-0. Misses outside again. 2 balls, no strikes. This stays put. Decorah, New Hampton, and Oelwein would all have 5 losses in conference play. Pitch goes low. 2 balls, no strikes. New Hampton hosting Crestwood tonight. Walk-on hosting Charles City. And this Decorah-Oelwein matchup are the conference games tonight. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count on Latterberg. And the 2-1 inside corner taken for a strike. And we're 2 balls, 2 strikes on Latterberg. Collin looking for his 3rd 1-2-3 inning. 2-2 delivery, fastball in, and we go all the way out to 3 balls, 2 strikes now. 105 pitches for Nimrod now. And the 3-2 delivery swung on and chopper right back to Nimrod. He'll jog towards first base and give Severson an underhand toss, and that's a Viking victory. Decorah shuts out Oelwein tonight 4-0. 4 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors, and 9 runners left for Decorah.
And I have also just recently
No runs,
Girls softball team
3 hits,
on a
3 errors,
walk-off homer by Ashley Rosensteel defeated
and 7 left for Oelwein. Colin Nimrod, the winning pitcher.
girls tonight.
He is now 6-1. On the season, he gives up 3 hits, no runs. He walks 1 and strikes out 7. Wade Michaels, the losing pitcher, he drops to 4-3. So Decorah is now 13-8, 7-5 at conference play. Oelwein drops to 12-10 and 5-5 in conference play. Many people to thank for making the broadcast possible tonight. First and foremost, our advertisers, the good sports-minded people who helped us bring the game wherever you were tonight. Without their help, this coverage would not be possible. So as always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. And lastly, and most importantly, we thank you. That's right, you, the listener, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Viking fans, we know you enjoyed the outcome. Final score tonight, Decorah defeats Oelwein by a 4-0 margin. We'll have softball on the air Monday night, rain-out makeup. Decorah and Crestwood will have it for you at about 7:15 that night. And then baseball again on Tuesday night. It'll be a part of the baseball-softball broadcast doubleheader. Decorah will take on Walk-On, game 1 of the doubleheader at 5:20. Then we'll have Decorah and Southwind in softball in game 2 of the doubleheader. So, for our entire KDEC broadcast team, Darren Swenson saying so long from Oelwein. Decorah wins it 4-0. Thanks a bunch for tuning in. We'll talk to you again Monday night. Have a great weekend.